for enough already as they race away for the Manny Mercer Apprentice Handicap, and it is Mostawa who cuts out the early running in the maroon with the white central stripe. Now, a frenetic early pace with several pulling for their heads, including Good Birthday in blue and white, who's on the tail of the leader. Mark of Respect towards the outside and the extreme outside. The halfway stage. So still 3.5 furlongs to travel. Extreme left, the striped colours of Lyndon B. Then History Writer, Mark of Respect, Good Birthday and Mostawa. Repertoire towards the left-hand side. Tahitian Prince Hatlow still held on to at the back of the field. And there's a wave right across the course here as Good Birthday and Mark of Respect try to rally Mostawa. Repertoire bursting through. Hatlow hasn't had any luck and is angled towards the far side to try and deliver a challenge. It is Repertoire who's moved through to lead for Safi Osborne. Has the advantage from Good Birthday. Then Mark of Respect, Mostawa enough already, and Hatlow, but Repertoire is coming clear now in the closing stages. The informed David Simcock team are going to have the first winner this afternoon in decisive fashion. Repertoire for Safi Osborne, meet Mostawa, just third, possibly enough already. Mark of Respect next. Here on trial condition stakes, 5 runners leave the stalls. Just out to the right slightly was Bakeel, out to the left Fragrance, and it led to a bit of a shemozzle where knocked back Dayan ends up at the back of the field. So Bakeel in the green sleeves racing on the outside of Fragrance with the white-faced Michaela's Boy, and they are the leading line of 3. Whistle and Flute tracks the leading trio, and Dayan is at the back of the pack as they've raced through the first 2 furlongs. The lead still disputed by Michaela's Boy, Whiteface on the rail, light blue Fragrance in the centre, and the far side Bakeel in the green sleeves who's shown bright speed. Whistle and Flute getting a toe into the race and pushed along Dayan as they're now inside the final 2. Bakeel in the centre and Fragrance. They've moved on from Michaela's Boy who's against the rail. Now Whistle and Flute improves amongst horses and now delivers the challenge as they head down inside the final furlong. Bakeel on the far side still narrowly in front. Whistle and Flute is being hard ridden to try and get by the leader, but Bakeel is finding plenty and is seeing it out strongly. A winner for Jack Mitchell and Andrew Balding. Round mile and the 6 runners leave the stalls. Eternal Pearl was just restrained and crossed behind the field early, and the early lead is with Star from Afar, who angles over and has the advantage. Queenlet keeping to the inside, disputes second place with King's Joy in the red cap, and between the pair the black and white of Grande. Then the Godolphin blue of Eternal Pearl and the blue and white of Mukadama, who jumped on terms this afternoon and is just towards the back of the field as they climb uphill. Star from Afar has the advantage by round about 2 lengths. King's Joy is in second place with half a length to Queenlet, who races in third. Fourth place, Mukadama moves up on the outside of Grande, and that relegates as they pass travel. Turning in, Star from Afar has the lead by a length from King's Joy as they pass the 3. Queenlet still travels strongly on the heels of the leaders. Mukadama, push coming to shove for Grande and also the other debutante Eternal Pearl. Star from Afar tries to kick away at the 2 furlong pole. Has the lead from Queenlet angled out in second place to dispute it with King's Joy. Then on the outside races Mukadama. Still out in the lead, Star from Afar has the advantage. Mukadama in second. Grande's getting the hang of things right round the outside as well. Mukadama and Grande go past Star from Afar. Grande with a surging challenge from the back of the field is going to win on debut. Grande for Ryan Moore, beating the second Mukadama. Longines Sagaro stakes. 6 runners loaded away and they leave the stalls in a reasonably good line. Enemy was in no hurry in the early strides. Reasonable pace early on with Wordsworth on the outside, seemingly intent on going forward. On the running rail is Naas Road and splitting the difference is Tash Khan. Princess Zoe's rider Joey Sheridan just checked over the shoulder there and will cross into 4th place on the running rail. Then 5th is Quickthorn. And last of all is Enemy. So making their way up towards the winning line, and out in the lead is Naas Road by half a length from in second place Tash Khan. With the bend looming, Ryan Moore decides to slot Wordsworth in to avoid covering ground on the outside of fellow Irish raider Princess Zoe, and we're now in pairs as they make the turn away with Quickthorn and Enemy bringing up the rear. So heading towards the 1.5 mile point and out in the lead, Naas Road has the advantage by half a length from Tash Khan in second place as they begin the descent. A couple of lengths to Princess Zoe with flashy white face Chestnut with the white socks racing in 4th. Quickthorn on the outside of Enemy as they're now taking the bend in earnest. So we're passing the halfway in the Sagaro, heading towards the 7 furlong point and the steady climb uphill. And first to do so is Naas Road, who continues to have the advantage. Been a little change in the order with Tash Khan in second, 1.5 lengths to Princess Zoe. Half a length to Wordsworth, who now goes through to join Princess Zoe, disputing third. and Enemy continues to race alongside Quickthorn as they continue their climb up the hill, and they're racing towards the final 5 furlongs. A little bit more pressure being applied now by Tash Khan, who's just about alongside Naas Road. They continue to race in pairs, with Princess Zoe's companion Wordsworth on the outside, and Enemy and Quickthorn have always been the same 2 dance partners at the back as they make their way down towards the final half mile in the Longines Sagaro Stakes. And out in the lead, it is still Naas Road, Tash Khan poised. Princess Zoe's rider just looking for an out underneath Wordsworth, who's just trying to hold her in the pocket as they make the turn. Then behind these, Enemy and Quickthorn as the pace begins to increase as they make the turn. 2.5 furlongs to travel. Naas Road trying to lead it out. Princess Zoe going for a gap between that horse and Tash Khan. Wordsworth pretty much flat to the boards. Enemy being smuggled into it undercover, and then towards the outside is Quickthorn. A line of 4 or 5. Princess Zoe it is who moves to the lead. Wordsworth is now finding full stride. Enemy amongst horses and Quickthorn, but it's the mare Princess Zoe trying to repel them in the Sagaro. Being pressed by Wordsworth. Enemy up the inside running rail. Princess Zoe hanging tough down the outside. Quickthorn with the last challenge. Princess Zoe and Quickthorn close between the two in the furlongs Commonwealth Cup trial sponsored by Merriebelle Stables, and from the stalls, Go Bears Go is the one that is alertest into stride, and angling over towards the running rail leads the quartet of runners through the first furlong. 3-way go for second. Wings of War quite keen in the centre of that chasing trio, is pulling his way up to take second place. Hierarchy tracks Go Bears Go on the running rail, and the chestnut with the white face Eraz is the one furthest off the rail as they make their way up the home straight. Through the first quarter mile, Go Bears Go leads by a length. Wings of War in second place, Eraz on the outside. Hierarchy held up as they make their way inside the final 3 furlongs. Go Bears Go under Ross Orion. Wings of War Adam Kirby, and on the outside Eraz for Jim Crowley, and still Kieran Fallon sits quietly on Hierarchy as the race begins to develop as they pass the 2. Eraz on the outside travelling up to Go Bears Go. Wings of War, the gap's there for little Hierarchy to try and slip through it as they make their way with 1.5 furlongs to go. Eraz out in the centre. Go Bears Go knuckling down, then Hierarchy. Wings of War is now under pressure. Go Bears Go has the lead and is extending 2 lengths clear. Out of the pack, Hierarchy moves through to take second, but Go Bears Go, a triumphant return for Ross Orion. And stakes are loaded at the 1 mile start. Final handler moves away, starters happy, and away we head. Intelligent jumps a little bit better than is sometimes the case. A Valiant Prince, who was pretty keen to get on with things on the way down to the start, is the one that leads under William Buick, attended by Sabuska on the outside for Jim Crowley in the blue with the red and light blue hoop. New Mandate on this return to action under Frankie Dettori in the white sleeves, virtually eclipsed by Sabuska. And Intelligent is on the running rail behind a Valiant Prince as they make their way through the first quarter mile. Staying close to the rails, and Valiant Prince it is who leads from Sabuska in second. Intelligent moving up to try and press New Mandate for third place. As still as a reasonably steady gallop, William Buick is able to dictate things aboard Valiant Prince. Sabuska in second place as they're heading on now towards the halfway stage. In third, Intelligent and New Mandate on the outside as Valiant Prince just begins to stride on with a little more purpose, passing the 3.5 furlong point. Sabuska in attendance in second, Intelligent in third, and in fourth place and still well in touch is New Mandate. So Valiant Prince bidding to try and make all. Sabuska and New Mandate improving now on the outside to try and deliver challenges. Intelligent is pushed along as gradually they begin to wind it up. Valiant Prince with New Mandate on the outside. Sabuska still sitting between horses, and then back in fourth place is Intelligent, and now the taps are turned on with 1.5 furlongs to go. New Mandate out in the centre, Sabuska in the headgear. Valiant Prince against the running rail. Intelligent is trying to get involved as well. Sabuska and moves to a very narrow lead. New Mandate still right there. Valiant Prince again, another bunch finish. New Mandate seeing it out well from Sabuska and Intelligent, and New Mandate will make a successful return to the Championship Handicap, which closes the card, and they break from the stalls. A little bit of a ragged start by Devil's Angel, out well, full authority, and right up the centre, the green cap of Yazaman, Celsius's white face, and the orange cap of Arif Jan. It's Arif Jan who settles down with the lead, setting a decent gallop. Celsius in second with the white face, Seneca Chief on the far side in company with last year's winner Pettickside. Full Authority Grey in the white bridle as they race down towards the 3 with Han Solo Burger on the right. Settled back into midfield now is Yazaman ahead of Phoenix Star. Left-hand side is Mulzim, then Mohareb in the noseband, and last of all is Devil's Angel. Passing the 2, Arif Jan under Sean Levy, pressed by Seneca Chief and Celsius. Then Pettickside, Phoenix Star towards the far side. Full Authority trying to launch a challenge. Looking amongst runners, trying to get a bit of room is Yazaman, but out in the lead it's Celsius, who's gone to the front. Full Authority on the near side. Pettickside, the old boy, running on valiantly with Seneca Chief. It's Celsius who is out in front. Celsius for Jack Mitchell, a double on the card for Jack. Tom Clover's great run of form continues. Celsius beat into second. Full Authority. Old Pettickside, great honour in third at 13 years of age, and they were just ahead of Mohareb and Phoenix Star.